Good morning. How is everyone out there? What is up? Buenos dias. Feliz Dia de la Nvidia. Happy Nvidia Day to all that celebrate. All right, let's let everybody jump in here real fast. Got the stream up and going. I've got Edgeful, of course, up on my screen. Got all my charts ready. Here's the earnings calendar for everyone. This is the only earnings that's going on right here. That's the only one. Not really, of course, obviously being facetious there, but this is the big thing today, right? We have to talk about it. We need to talk about it because I think it will affect our trading a little bit today. Let me switch this back to I like to look at the 10 billion area. Obviously, some other names reporting today, but Nvidia right here. This is the look at this graph. Oh my goodness, how crazy is this right here? All right, I need to move some stuff around on my screen. I've completely reset up my office here. It's a work in process. I've got another monitor on the way today, but we'll deal with it as we go. There we go, Nvidia. Gosh, this is crazy. Let me make my screen a little bit bigger for you guys. Look at this over here on the right side. This growth is just absolutely insane. It's almost a perfect staircase up. Look at that. Wow. But yeah, that's the big thing coming today. We need to be very aware of that, right? Very, very aware that the market itself, 3 days down in a row. Here's your daily chart. Let's zoom in. Here, I can make this a little bit bigger just to try to help with the aspect ratio a little bit. Here's your daily chart. 3 big days down in a row. I mean, just absolutely drilling. You can kind of see there is a volume shelf. The biggest volume shelf was up here. We lost that. We're basically closing and holding right on this next one down here. This trend line, if you go back to August, the trend line's broken. It's not the greatest thing that we've ever seen from a technical standpoint, but we definitely could get some type of relief bounce today. We could just chop in this area, which is a pretty wide area. Ahead of Nvidia, I'm wondering if maybe we get something going this morning and then just watch volume and price action just kind of tell off throughout the day. That's going to be my main concern coming in. Good morning, everyone. As you drop in this morning, we appreciate you hanging out with us. There's Gambling Bear, one of my friends, Gambling Bear, of course, always in here. Love seeing him. Ari Baba, good to see you this morning. Hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well. And SPY also the same trend line. SPY broke it, but closed above it. So still hanging out just above it here. This is the 50-day moving average. This is also the big volume shelf is up here. So worth looking at a couple of those areas. As we continue to bounce, you can see pre-market, we are back about right here. So we'll see what happens. I would love to see a relief bounce, but at the same time, with Nvidia today, who knows just how much happens here. We got a 15-minute chart. You can see the last hour or so, pretty much been selling back off from the overnight highs, selling back off. This is previous all-time high that I have marked here on QQQ. No, it's not. This is, yeah, it is. Something like that. I don't know. There was our opening bell at the same time. Omi, good morning, good morning. Oh me, oh my. Where's my music, guys? What are we doing? What are we doing? Hold on. Hold on. I can't sit here in silence. I hope the music doesn't bother you guys because I cannot sit here in silence. Oh me, Gambling Bear, my friends, if I sound okay, will you give me a little thumbs up or a little something in the chat here? Just let me know that the sound and video, everything's coming through clear for you guys. That would be very helpful for me as I'm getting started for the day. Sometimes I just go for it. Big sell-off here kind of into the open. Look at that. All right, so what I do have drawn here, this is based on yesterday's range. This is the exact midpoint of yesterday's range where we're sitting right now. So right on. Awesome. Sounds good, Hermano. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay, so that is the midpoint of yesterday. Holding that would be a very good sign. Got some other levels of interest that I've had on my chart for quite a while. So we'll keep an eye on those. You'll see yesterday we had a nice reaction on this 179 area, this 244 kind of in the upper side, as well as that golden retrace 241. We did finish a little bit higher retrace up here, but yeah, it's not, I don't know, it's not my favorite look in the world right now, trading wise. So we'll see. We'll get this orb and stuff set up. Options grower, what's up? What is up, my friend? The Jayhawk man out in Lawrence, Kansas. What is up, friend? How are we doing? How are we doing? What are you guys watching? NVIDIA. You know, outside of NVIDIA, something worth mentioning, of course, we do have, IWM, big candle right here. Oh, whoa. Let me look over to my left. I rearranged this whole office. I've got another monitor that's going to come here in this area, and I'll finally have like my complete half circle, not half circle, like whatever, quarter of a circle, but getting rearranged. Finally have a decent background. You get the beds out of here, guys. Like y'all don't see my that old gas bed or whatever behind me. We're getting there. We're moving up in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Moving up a little bit in the world. Apple. We're watching Apple today. Let's see. What is Apple? Apple down after a lot. Apple looked good yesterday. Look at that. Top ticked 250 yesterday. I wonder, and that was also a gap fill. I remember on the daily yesterday. This gap right here, essentially filling that gap. Basically, I mean, could have gone 20 cents, 40 cents higher or whatever, but gap down now on Apple. That's an interesting look. Are you playing that to the short side, or are you gonna try to buy the dip here off of this like 242 area? Maybe 240 down here. That is interesting. It's an interesting setup. Let's look around the market and see what's up. Obviously, NVIDIA is up here. Now, something, guys, I want to show you. First off, let's grab what's in play, see what our gap fills look like in QQQ. Gap up 0.46%. That's a decent size gap. We will watch that. Let's watch the gap fill first here at the open. Let me drop down to. Did we get our first 5-minute candle yet? Not quite. Where was yesterday's close? Wait. Whoa, is it way down here? Surely not. Is it right here? That would make sense. I bet Edgeful will tell me exactly where it is. 513.23. That's why we love Edgeful right there. 513.23. So right here, right in this area, this is our gap fill spot. So we'll see if we come down here. Once this next 30 seconds passes, we'll get that on the radar here. Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. What is SPY? Hold on, we're gonna chill for these 15 seconds and see if we can get that gap fill. All right, there's our gap fill indicator. Right here is our gap fill on SPY, our gap fill on QQQ. Let it load in, There it goes, right down there. Boy, I think you try to go for that gap fill the way this is playing out right now, but that is a pretty big fall so far. Tough call. Very tough call. I'm sitting this part out right now, to be 100% honest. All right, I'm looking around here trying to get my bearings. Okay, one good thing One thing I did want to show you guys, we'll get there in a second. I need to get some more of this coffee in me, so I need to. I'm not even that tired. I slept good last night. Who knows? All right. On Edgeful, there is an earnings performance right here. So if you go over to the side, go to choose report, go to earnings performance. I'm on NVIDIA because that's what we want to look at. And I want to go back. Let's go 2 years. Let's give us like the last 7 quarters, basically. If you look, the day of earnings, NVIDIA typically sells off. And I can actually go down here and look at this. So this is day up. So this right here is 3 days leading up to, 3 days post, and day of. And if you look, the day of earnings, down. We had one up day that was in 23, August of 23. Down, 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 down. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 5 earnings days in a row with NVIDIA has been like a de-risking event, people selling, and then obviously you can see after we've had some nice reactions. Of course, these 2 reactions right here, when NVIDIA was absolutely blowing it out about a year ago, 17%, 20%, 3 days post earnings. But actually the last 2 earnings for NVIDIA, you see minus 14%, minus 6%. This is 3 days following. So this is the post reaction here. So something interesting to keep in mind here. Let's go to the last 1 year and see. Yeah, look at that. There's your averages. So down 1% today on average, and the next few days down more, of course, which, you know, there's a lot of factors there, but just I think it's something to keep in mind. The main trend that I can pull out of that data wise is that a lot of people like to lock in earnings the day, or lock in gains the day of earnings. Lock in gains the day of earnings. There we go. Look at this big bounce. Glad we didn't play that gap fill. That is a big old bounce here. Big old bounce. All right, guys, I do want to get this it's a decent sized gap. Let's see what what do we think the stats are on the size of this gap? 0.46. $50-50. So not like that tells me I have no edge there. So I have no edge there. So playing this gap or not playing this gap, I have no edge. If it does fill, like I feel like that's a spot that I would definitely try to get long. I don't want to play this to the gap fill though because of that stat. I don't like that stat. This tweezer bottom right here at the open looks decent. And plus just what we've done since yesterday afternoon. You know, right here we low RSI divergence, lower low, but with higher RSI higher RSI, better looking RSI. We broke through the IB. So we got that checked off our list, and then we popped up higher low, higher low. This one was kind of a higher low, but then that kind of broke. But you see this kind of had this down trend that it kind of held here, and then broke up, closed, touched. This is previous day's low, so this 2 days ago's low, and then we sold off a little bit into the close. Overnight, we pushed up, and we're hanging out in the top of yesterday's range right now. You can see previous day high is way up here. Hopefully we don't even have to think about previous day's low today. And what we really want to see is if somehow we break or get previous day high, that would be like the main thing I would be looking for today. And we'll see how it goes here. All right. Once again, let me know what you guys are seeing in the chat. Are you guys using Edgeful? Like, have I shown you guys this enough to where you're starting to use it in your trading? Yesterday was absolutely insane. Let me see if I can find this tweet from yesterday. Let me see. This right here. Open image, a new tab. There it is, right there. Look at this. This is all the futures tickers, the main ones: ES, NQ, RTY, which is small caps, IWM, and YM, which is the Dow. The Dow was actually even performing pretty well yesterday. But look at this. Based on the IB, bearish, 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 bearish. Based on the opening candle continuation, bearish, 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 bearish. That was crazy. That was absolutely crazy to see. Yeah. We're thinking about shorting NQ. So what I see is support, push back up into the EMAs. This would need to support here because this is, I think, a very key spot. If you look at yesterday's kind of midday highs and then overnight, this area, this whole area we're sitting at, if we're able to hold somewhere in here, even if we hold down here, this is the pivot point, which can be very choppy, but I would say if we're, I don't know, I could see the gap getting filled just because we've been in a downtrend, but at the same time, I'm not super comfortable with it. I don't like the stats on this either. So let's see, what does SPY's gap fill look like? Does it make us feel any bit better? 0.29. 0.29. Let's go by size over here on the left side. Sub-report by size. 0.29 is going to be in this category. There's some pretty solid stats on SPY for this gap fill. So gap up, 68% of the time we're going to come back and fill the size of this gap. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Braden, are you playing it? Yeah. Especially if you see this low get taken right now, I think you're going to go see that. If this low gets taken right now on SPY, let me go. Can I go to my 15-minute candle yet? Almost. I'm going to go ahead and throw it on here. We'll go back to NQ. That would take us down this 180, but I think we can see 150. This 145 is interesting, but this 150, if you're looking for the short, I think this 150 is on the radar today. All right, guys. I'm taking it very easy right now this morning, but I do want to watch this. I'm not a big fan of this little reaction that we just got. I'm not a big fan of that, actually. I think you're in a very trappy zone right here. Very, very trappy zone. You're between yesterday's midpoint and basically the golden retrace. You've got VWAP and the EMAs above your head. Where's my other EMA? There it is. EMA 9 right there. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I would think just because of SPY, yeah, I think SPY is going to come down and test this, at least test this low. But I'm not a fan of how this looks. So look where we're at. Well, I mean, just look at, so yesterday, all the bulk of your action happened right here. So, I mean, you could even go down here. And even testing the lower end of this range would not be a bad sign. We're testing down here at this 145, 150. But this 180, this 180 up to this 250s, we'll call it. Basically this opening candle, this area is very, very choppy. We need to move outside of that. I would actually prefer it to like come down here and then see like some type of a hot stove reaction. You know that we talk about the hot stove, but patience today, guys. Patience. I always preach patience, but today I think is going to be a very choppy day. And just remember what we've come from. Go to the daily chart. Remember what we've come from. Where's my new squawker? Has not said a thing. But look at this daily candle. So this right here should tell you a lot. Look at this. Where are we at? This is yesterday's close, yesterday's open. Look, this is basically the middle of the candle, the actual candle body. But let's see. If I just draw this. All right, here is yesterday's range. We held the midpoint right there at the low of day. That's the midpoint of yesterday's range on QQQ. So like basically the same thing that I'm showing you over here. This midpoint, look at that. A couple different ways to look at it, but we're holding the midpoint of yesterday's range. Back and forth, Omni. Oh me, oh me, oh me. I don't know why I want to say Omni. Oh me, oh me. Pick a direction. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't chase shorts there. Let's let this orb set in 10 minutes. IWM is absolutely screaming to the upside, by the way. Are you guys seeing this? Where's previous week's range? Oh, IWM. Look at IWM here. IWM pushed over previous day high and is reclaiming back into the previous week's range. I was muted that entire time, wasn't I? Well, I pulled up the tweet there. It's my pinned tweet. If anyone wants to go see it, I'm gonna pull it up again. I'm not a big, brag on myself type of guy, but a huge accomplishment yesterday. I met a big goal of mine. Braden, thank you for the kind words. Got called up to a live capital with Top Step. Those of you that have been following along, I was trying to get 30 days, 30 out of 30 days of $200 plus on Top Step on one of my accounts. The other account, I got to the 30 days out of 32. And then on that, I was at 29 of 29 on that main account. I was 1 day away. They called me up to live. So what that means is they're taking those funded accounts that I have, all my XFAs, and they're going to combine all of those, transfer me to a live capital, trading real live money in the market, their money, trading Top Step's money, and combining all of those into a live account is what it's called for those that aren't familiar with prop firms. But got called up yesterday, big personal goal of mine, big step for me. So I appreciate the kind words there, Braden. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this, but that being said, I cannot trade my normal XFAs. I cannot trade today on those because they're being transferred. However, I can trade a Combine account and other stuff that I have on the side, other valuation type of accounts. So if I do take a trade, it will be on a Combine, just full disclosure. So if I make a ton of money today, it won't be my money, but it will be setting me up for more accounts to make more money. So either way, live account on which platform? On Top Step X. Top Step X, it's Top Step's actual platform that they have built in. I really enjoy using that platform. That's where I've gotten most comfortable with. So, SPY. SPY. Hold on. Previous day high. We're over pre-market high. Coming towards preview. But yeah, thanks everyone. I appreciate it. Took a lot of time to obviously get here, build my system, build consistency. And let me say Edgeful, and I've told Andre this privately. I've said it publicly in other places. Edgeful has been a massive piece to my success. A massive, what do you call it? Key or changing kind of like took me to the next level type of things. And I use, when I'm trading on here in front of you guys, this is the same stuff that I'm looking at all day, every single day. The same reports, the same indicators, Edgeful. I don't just put these on. This is literally how I trade. I would say 24/7. It's really 23/5, 23 hours a day with Globex included. I'm not actually trading 23 hours a day, obviously, but I'm checking in. You never know, but that's how often you can actually trade futures. But really appreciate all the kind words, everyone. And hey, who knows? Maybe one of you guys is next. It's definitely possible. And I think I've shown that is, consistency base hits, trading with probabilities in your favor. That's all it takes. You don't have to overcomplicate it. Some basic technical analysis, get the direction right, use the probabilities in your favor, and learn risk management and patience. That's the keys to success. And I think anybody can get there. If you're able to learn to control your emotions. Boy, big down candle. Look at this. Ooh, gross. Right at that 300 area. That could have been a short spot, to be honest, for a scalp. I don't know. I feel like we're really choppy here. Something about this price action and this range that we're in, what we're doing, just doesn't get me too excited to trade. Does not get me too excited to trade. Boy, this is disgusting. Go test, make a slightly new high, test the high, and fly right back all the way down to the MA9. Wild action. 3 minutes, we'll get the orb set. We'll get some more stats and stuff here. Guys, you haven't checked out the screener thing. I'm starting to lean on the screener thing a little bit more. Let's see what some of the big names are doing. Broadcom is up very nicely. 3.5% of Broadcom. CrowdStrike up big because some of these names have been absolutely killed too. Nvidia made a new high, 3%. Meta's up 2%. Amazon's up. A lot of things that got beat up yesterday are getting bought back up. Apple, 241, a slight bounce there. Costco's coming back down. Google, red. Ooh, Tesla, that's ugly rejection. Amazon new highs. Some of these things are pushing nicely. Okay. I mean, this range is decently wide, actually. This is a 100 something point range. But yeah, guys, I'm just not super excited right now on this entire setup. Definitely buyers present. Look at that. Plug in my other headphones here. Come on, give me the orb so we can look at something. I want to be a dip buyer. If we break this previous day high right here on QQQ, we're looking for this area right here. However we want to get long. Do we have some data coming out about right now? New home sales right now. New home sales. Ooh. New home sales came in pretty rough, minus 10.5% month over month. A little rough there. Boy, real estate market can't get off its back. What are the main risk management tips when it comes to trading an eval or funded? One, size down, just size down in general. You don't need to use a lot of size. What I do is I look to take entries. So like if I was shorting here, take an entry here, and as it moves in your direction, I'm not taking the short. I'm just saying, if you were taking, like, for example, on this candle, take your short here. If you get 10, 20 points in your direction, trim again. If it goes 30, 40 points in your direction, know your trade scenario, and be patient. Stay away from the middle. Trade around edges, trade around key levels. That's the way I do it. I don't chase like this right here. If I wanted to get long, my risk reward right here on a long is terrible. If I long right here, this thing could come back and support anywhere down here and it still look decent. Oof. That's why, like, okay, maybe like right now that's why I'm sitting on my hands, because like I want to be long, but I don't really want to long up here. Now, if it like breaks above and comes back and back test, then maybe I get long. But But longing into resistance after this type of move, I don't know, risk reward's not good. That's one thing I do. But risk management, it's slowing down. Just slow down, size down. You don't need a lot of size, especially with VIX at what, 18, 19? It was over 20 yesterday. Yeah, I had to mute and say something to my friend Paper Gains. All right. Let's take a bigger look at this and see what we've got here. Look at all of this. It's going to take a lot to break through this. I know this was overnight, but this was a big chop zone. All right, okay. So we have the first key that I look for right here. SPY, previous day high. We now have a 68% chance of a green day. So what does that mean? That means this down here, closing under this down here on SPY is now very, very low probability. So if for whatever reason we do come down in this area, I want to get long again. Or not again, but I want to be long. I want to be long pretty much the entire day now, until up here. And if we're up here, if we short any time today up here, we're looking for previous day high. We're looking for maybe orb high down in this area. We're not looking for that far. But SPY taking previous day high, I would love to see it push up to previous week's low in that 600 area NFP level. And then we short it. I mean, it's tough. If you wanted to short this, I like that. I love this approach right here. I absolutely love this approach where you look at the data and statistics and you go, okay, well, we broke a previous day's high or low. The statistics are so strong. Why would I fight that? Why would I use that in my favor? Spread would be a great way to approach that. Decent red. Oh. I'm looking at a lot of factors here, and I just don't see anything that makes me want to get involved yet. Ooh, just sweeping into previous day high and getting rejected, but at least we took that out. Where's QQQ? It still isn't a bad look. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. It's three decent wicks off of VWAP here on NQ.
¿Dónde está tu leche como Sebastián? Pues vete a comer esa mujer. Luego tienes hambre.
While we wait for this to play out a little bit, how long have your trading journeys? What's the biggest option? Keep it. Well, Gambling Bear. Oh, this looks pretty good for this breakout, but I'm not going to chase it. Gambling Bear. I'm in like year 4, and honestly, like the first 2 years are kind of throwaway years. I was busy. I was like trying to learn on my own. Yeah, I was kind of like not an ego problem, but like I can figure this out on my own problem. And then going into like end of year 2, beginning of year 3, I started to like actually try to learn stuff, listen to other traders, slow down. And I think a big key for me was changing the mindset, not trying to hit home runs, trying to hit the base hits, just trying to get little wins here and there and let those build up, and not press, because like there was a lot of times where I was like, man, if I can just get this extra $500, I can get this payout, or like, oh, I can take care of this, or I can use that money for this or whatever. And once I stopped trying to make the money and just started trying to win the trades and focus on consistency, and then also just like you run your head into the wall enough times, like eventually you're like, I've got to do something different. And I've kind of hit that point. I hit that point where I was like, look, I do good for a while, and then I just go on tilt, or I blow up an account, or I do whatever, because I get greedy. I take a bad trade. So like, just like right now, before a year ago, I probably would have taken 3 or 4 trades already. I probably would have got stopped out 2 or 3 times. I'd probably be starting the day in a hole. And so now I can start out trading not start out trading, but I don't start my day in a big hole. Now, sometimes I do get in a hole, right? Sometimes the first trade doesn't work out. But the point is, I'm patient and I wait for a bigger movement. And another like pivot thing, when I started using Edgeful, once again, I said this earlier in the stream, when I started using Edgeful, what was it, last March, May, somewhere in that, I think it was March to April when I first started using it. It helped me like really get 2 things. It helped me get like direction type of stuff and probabilities a lot better in my favor for my trades that I take, but also like capturing profit. So like We are trying to break out here, by the way. Watch SPY. Yeah, just to finish that thought. So having that, but also like let's say I took a short trade somewhere. This like I don't know capturing. Okay, here, yesterday was the perfect example. Let me use yesterday's example. Yesterday I was long down here. And as we moved up, I was trimming aggressively. And as we got up into this area, I was like taking full profit. Why was I taking full profit? Because the statistics for us to go up here were so low. So instead of like me taking a trade down here and holding it, maybe adding on maybe buying these pullbacks right here, instead of like doing that, or like maybe holding too many runners or holding too much of a position looking for this just to come back and barely get a good trade, even though I had a great entry yesterday, but getting stopped out here instead of taking profit up here is a big difference, right? And the reason I say that is because the statistics say that we weren't going to come up here. I did a live stream on my own account yesterday on my own page. If anybody wants to check that out, it's on my YouTube. It's also on my X. The probabilities for us to get a V-shaped recovery and a reversal up here and close green yesterday were so poor that even though I knew I was trading back up against the trend, I knew that I did not have any confidence that we would go up here. So I captured more profit by being able to get out here in some type of reasonable area and not let it come back and stop me out. I mean, look, we closed way back down here, and I wasn't like over trading, buying any more longs or pullbacks up here. But I think that's another piece there. Does this say Friday live trading for you guys? I changed it to just say live trading. On my screen, it says live trading. I don't know if it says Friday. That's just a glitch from. I don't know why it says Friday. It literally says live trading on my screen. I don't know what else to do. There's QQQ's over pre-market high. That looks good. Let's see what happens if we get up into the 370s. And also, if we get up to this area, I think we have to look for a short back down. SPY, this is my short zone. Previous week's range and the 600. This area I would plan to short if we're able to get there. Now, once you've taken this high, you hold here and try to get long. I mean, I think you could take like a 50, 60 point shot at it here. What are the different EMAs and line used? Okay, so let me turn off drawings. This is, here, I'll just go one by one and show you what I use. So this is a 5-minute 9 EMA on a 5-minute chart. So 9 EMA 9, EMA 21 right there. So there's your two EMAs, 9 and 21. VWAP is the orange line here, and then this is the like one standard deviation. This is the outer VWAP band, which I do watch quite often. And then I use pivot points. Pivot points are calculated based on previous day's actions. So you see pivot point, you see S1 and R1. It goes all the way to like R3, R4. Those are just they're on futures. You'll notice there's reactions that happen there. So they are important levels. And then this right here, this is the orb indicator. I use 30 minutes. So this is a break in base basically of the 30-minute orb. We didn't fully back test it, but we are pushing. This is orb high, orb low, so 30-minute range. And then this is the midpoint of that it marks for me. So that's what I use on my main chart for futures. And then over here on QQQ, these NFP levels are one thing. I use the gap fill. I use previous day's range that you can see, which Obviously, it's up higher. Previous day's range, I can flash that one on and off. Previous week's indicator, this isn't even going to show up because it's higher. And then IB, so I'm still waiting. We have 13 minutes until that IB hits that first hour of the market. But this is basically what that does. It marks the high and low of the first hour. And then it also gives you like half a standard deviation, full, all those things beyond it. So we'll get to that here in just a minute as that one comes on. What's my X handle? It is EMP Maximiliano. So take my name. Why I don't know why my name's not even showing up on here. It's weird. EMP Maximiliano. Let's see. Can I pull that up? There, right there. EMP Maximiliano. This is what it looks like. You'll find me over there if you're looking for me. A few more minutes away. I honestly, we're coming into a big area up here. Let me turn back. I use a lot of Fibonacci stuff, so coming into a big area up here. Boy, Amazon is flying. There you go. There's Apple recovering. Zero, which stream are you watching? Which X account are you watching on? Are you watching on Edgeful or Wolf? If I type it here, it goes to like YouTube automatically. Microsoft ripping. Google big turnaround. Boy, look at Meta. There you go. Gosh, sorry, I'm just looking at this thing ripped faces right now. A spy to our spot. Basically. See if this times out in the next 10 minutes or so. Options grower, I see your. Well, let me get that on screen. What? Frog in my throat. Hold on. Nothing, a little lukewarm coffee's not gonna help. Goodness gracious. Boy, that hit me hard. Whereas I'm using only mini or micro. Only micros. Only micros. And that's, I recommend that anybody trading, especially if you're trading prop firms, use micros, even if it means, I mean, it's like, let's say if you normally trade 1 or 2 minis, that's a 1 to 10 conversion ratio. Trade 10, trade 15, trade 20 micros if you're comfortable with that size. I mean, me personally, I like doing like tranches of 3. So like I'll scale in 3s and I'll scale out in 3s. So like sometimes I'll get 9, sometimes I'll get 12, maybe 15. on the bigger side of things. And then as it goes in my direction, I'm trimming out like, 3 at a time. Just all depending. Usually my first trim, I want to be a third of my position. So if I have, 12 on, I want to trim 4. If I have 15 on, I want to trim 5. If I have 9 on, I'm going to trim 3, right? And then from there, I'm going to try to get out half or trim out another 3. If I get a nice move in my direction. I'm watching this closely here because did we get to 370s? Yeah, right there. I want to try to take a short here very, very soon. I don't know if I want to do it here or at yesterday's high, 397. That's a tough call. Let's be patient and wait and see if I had this 372 is a massive level though on NQ, and it's probably gonna reject. Look at that. Oh, the levels are leveling. How about that? Levels are leveling. I don't know why it says Friday. I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. On my screen, I literally went in, removed Friday, and just put it as live trading. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's you want to see what it looks? Can y'all see this? Here's what it looks like to me. Look at the top left up here. This top left. I mean, live trading. It says live trading. I don't know what else to do there. Live trading. Doesn't say Friday. For some reason it says Friday. Gotta love the glitches. Whatever it is. All right. Wow, my screen just got huge for some reason. Edgeful, I believe they've talked about. Oh my gosh, look at this short, guys. Dadgummit. Oh, dadgummit, right off my level. Oh, that's frustrating. It's all right. It's all right. We missed a trade. That's the one I wanted to take too. Look at that. 50-point trade off. Pain. But this is where you don't FOMO and do anything stupid. Oh, that's rough. Well, missed that one big time right there. Sheesh. See if they buy it back up. So the 5 minutes, we get that IB. Amazon has not slowed down one bit, by the way. Oh my goodness, what a chart. Okay, let me hit this first. Homie, Edgeful has a 7-day trial, I believe, still. Obviously, I can't tell because when I go to Edgeful, it goes straight into my account or whatever, right? My reports and everything. And actually, I can already tell you this is going to look very bullish today when we look at the stuff here in 5 minutes or whatever. I believe they're still doing a 7-day free trial. They've talked about getting rid of that multiple times. I would go check it out now, but I mean, it's one price, everything's included. So all this stuff that you see me looking at, the screener that I was looking at, this what's in play that I go through here and take a peek at over and over and over throughout the day, get that in my mind, and then the actual reports themselves with all the breakdown. There's reports for everything. This new screener, obviously, this is a pretty sick thing right here. Actually, I actually really like this thing. We'll look at that here in a minute once we get that first hour done. And then the indicators you guys see on my charts over here. So like, there's 4 of my 5 indicators on this are all from Edgeful. 4 of my 5 that stay on my stuff every single day. They don't leave. I don't change these out. I don't put these on here for just like a show or a stream. Like, no, this is literally what's on here all day, every day. Turn my other laptop off. Don't do that. Oh, could that have been a back test buy? I don't know. I'm not gonna chase it. Yeah, and the other thing I like about Edgeful, they actually don't do the whole discount code thing. Like, oh, it's 70% off, it's 60%. I hate that JCPenney model. I just, yeah. Hey, the price is the price. Like, tell me what the price is. I don't care about if you tell me the price is $300, but you're 80% off all the time. Like, what? Yeah, no, your price isn't $300. You're always selling it on a discount. It's the JCPenney model. When you go to JCPenney, every shirt on the rack is on sale, 20% off always, and then they put like an additional 10% off, like on, Easter and Mother's Day weekend or whatever. Father's Day. The shirt was never a $60 shirt. It's a $40 shirt that they're selling you for $35 on sale at the most. Like, I hate that. Gambling Bear, you hit that short. Oh, beautiful short. Look at my level up here, guys. It is 3 ticks. It was within 3 ticks. Oh my gosh, what a level. 70-point trade. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my gosh, what a trade. That was it. That was the spot. That's what I was waiting on all morning, was that opportunity, and I missed it. Now, the psychology lesson here is we don't chase it though. And we don't and just because this one played out, I'm not going to immediately buy and play this one. Even though there are some stats that say I could do that, I don't want to go through that mental battle of oh, I missed this trade, I got to get the next trade. Okay, the short played out, the idea played out. I don't want to immediately say, okay, well, now let's go long because the short played out. What if this is, this would be a scenario where if I got short here, I would love to be trimming into all this, into orb high, into the EMAs, to VWAP would be probably a main target. And then runners, I would be holding runners through that if I was short. Bummer, what a bummer. Oof. Boy, and we couldn't just come a little bit higher up here on that. Boy, it couldn't just come a little bit higher, could it? Oof. But previous day's high. Now, if this holds right here, that's SPY previous day high? Let's QQQ, not even close. What's dragging us over here? Tesla? Ooh, Tesla. No, Tesla just fell off a cliff. Any of you guys in Tesla? Tesla just fell off of a cliff. Why is Tesla falling off a cliff? God. Oh, I missed that. SPY holding previous day's high right there is beautiful too. Zero, this is going to 4 locations. So Edgeful on X, Edgeful on their YouTube, and then Wolf Financial on X and Wolf Financial's YouTube. So there's 4 locations. I do that because this is it's combined. We'll combine stream here between Wolf and Edgeful. So shout out to both of those, of course. And then some people prefer YouTube over X. X is where a lot of us live and hang out the most, with Spaces and all the other shows and stuff that we do. But I know a lot of people enjoy YouTube. And so definitely nice to have it over there as well. Honestly, I'm a big YouTube user outside of X as well. So being able to throw something on the TV, or laying in bed watching stuff on the phone, things like that, it is nice to have it on both platforms. This is a decent look here. We held VWAP. Oh, did we get some headlines or something? I hadn't heard anything out of my squawker this morning. Let me see if there's any news. All right, I'm checking some news stuff here, guys, just to see crude inventories. All right, we got the first hour though. Let's now we can shape up the rest of our day here a little bit. So what you're going to see now on what's in play is, as I expected, let's see, SPY. This gap, I would say at this point, we maybe don't fill this gap, which yesterday we didn't fill the gap either, right? Can you guys see this okay? Do I need to make it bigger? I know what I can do. I can make it bigger and do this. All right. So we need to break the IB to the upside. I think we are going to break it to the upside today before we do anything else. Opening candle is bullish biased. Previous day's range broken. Bullish bias on SPY. We'll see what the IB does, but we have bullish biases. Biases? Is that the term? Biases? We have not taken out previous day's range on QQQ yet, so that's worth noting. SPY much stronger. I still think if this wicks up into this area, there's still a potential to fade that at 600, a rejection at 600 SPY. So this right here is 605, I guess. Yeah, 605 or 600.05, and then previous fixed range. So anywhere in this area, I think you could reject and try to play short back down here. IB high, so this right here, first hour high, we definitely need to keep an eye on that, see what happens there. Same thing here. Boy, QQQ not looking, I mean, Tesla just fell off a cliff though. Like, I didn't see any news. Apple's down more than anything. Tesla's bouncing now, but boy, that Tesla chart's gross. Costco is recovering nicely. AMD just fell off a cliff. What was that? That was weird. I don't know if you guys see any news on that. I don't see any news. I didn't hear anything because my squawker was not working. Now it's back. Amazon announces a rebuilt Alexa assistant with generative AI. I think Amazon is having an investor day or something. Yes, Amazon is having the all right, guys, I just verified Amazon's having an Alexa event right now. So we got that on our, I don't know what Tesla and AMD were doing on those pullbacks, but Amazon is having that Alexa event right now. Nice push here. I have not pulled the trigger on a trade, which It's strange because it's even less risk for me today because I don't have my main accounts to trade. Um, but I have it loaded up here because I'm trying to get more accounts. I want to make more money. Like right at passing another one here. But gosh, the short, I mean, the trade I liked, I don't know, we didn't, I did, we as a group, we'll all lean on a gambling pair that took it for us. Look at this push. I like this. I like that credit spread idea, Omi. Zero. So I have it's Benzinga Pro, which is like a new squawker that calls out stuff. Actually, I remembered the Amazon Alexa event from a what do you call it, like a Catalyst Watch thread from Max. I just remember I went through it the other day on a stream, actually, on a different stream, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to keep that in mind. And sure enough, I forgot because PayPal had one as well. I forgot that Amazon Alexa one was this morning. But I saw that headline. That's what reminded me, and then I just verified with some of the guys that I trade with every day. Ooh, we can't get going though here. I would prefer this to push a little bit higher so I can short it. If somehow we get, I don't know, I have so much overhead resistance up here too. If we go any higher, like this is going to be an interesting day to try to trade. But yeah, I use Benzinga Pros when I use for the actual squawker. I talk to a lot of traders all day long, everywhere. So and then I listen to the squawker from Benzinga just throughout the day. Usually they remind me, but apparently I lost connection or something at some point this morning. I was like, why haven't I heard anything? But I've got it back on now. Did you get that answer there? Yeah. Hopefully I finished that thought. It's so like just me as a trader. So wherever I'm trading, when I listen to it all day. So when I hear something, I try to filter through some stuff. So whenever I hear something that is worthwhile, I go. How do I describe this? I try to filter it and call out anything I think is of note for most trades. Like obviously I'm not gonna call out everything, but anything that's macro related, anything that's big in the what do you say? Like anything that's like Max 7 or market moving type of stuff, macro, Fed, Trump, anything. I call all that stuff out, or individual big names. So I try to help out everyone, whether it's on Spaces and Discord, wherever. So I don't know if you can tell, I have two headphones in. I listen to two different things all throughout the day, and it's a little bit interesting. So I trade. Obviously I'm in a Discord, part of a Discord that I trade in live. So I'm on Spaces somewhere, whether it's on the Wolf account or over with Jordan, Ace the Kid. We trade on Spaces all day, every day, somewhere or another. somewhere or another. And then twice a week, I'm right here. Wednesday mornings and Friday mornings. Sometimes we do Monday instead of Wednesday. Just depends on what my schedule looks like for the week. But Friday is the consistent day. Every Friday morning, we're right on here. Penny, imagine what goes through my head. I have Discord and a squawker in one ear. I have spaces in the other ear. Yeah, a lot of information flows in through this right here. But I have ADHD, helps me keep up here. Guys, I missed the one trade I wanted. And I hope you guys see that. I'm just sitting on my hands here because I missed the trade. No point in pushing the gas on anything. I like this up movement here. I like that we have bullish price action. Honestly, I'd be probably wanting to buy dips today just based on that. If somehow QQQ can get up here and take this out, honestly, an ideal scenario here, if we can do something like this, I would like this type of long here, or even if we do something like this. So like if we're able to do something like this was like break the IB, hit previous A high, even if we reject to here, or if we reject back to these pre-market highs or 30-minute orb high, which is right in this area, then we can play the long. I feel a lot better about that setup risk to reward wise. The other thing though is here, if I could see this being like a problem like this. I could see this being a scenario for us today as well. So let's see. The video just got a big candle here. I'm looking. Boy, the video's out big going into earnings, but it's been absolutely punished. Look at Apple. Ooh, gross. Broadcom new high. That's so. Having some of these names very strong is definitely helping. Meta. There's a gap fill on Google. Appreciate that, Zero. Of course, guys, if you have any trades you guys are taking, throw it in the chat. I'm happy to look at it with you. I don't want to confuse you or overthink your trades, but I love to know what you guys are trading. I love trading groups here. So feel free to throw anything in the chat that you're looking at, that you're trading, thoughts, if you're looking at any data. I think it is important to look at this real fast. Opening candle continuation. What are we up? We're up 0.8%. Almost 1% on QQQ. If we're looking for so look at this. That first hour, this is the first hour of the day, the opening candle continuation, first hour of the day. This is one of the strongest stats you're going to find in the whole market, 82.5% chance we have a green day. What does that mean? That means there's a 82% chance that we close above this level right here. So if I short anything today, this is not even a target for me. I mean, this is like home run target. This would be targets, right? Up in this area. But that also gives me confidence to think first candles or first hour's bullish. Let's look and try to play this a little bit bullish. Andrew, the daily format is not going to be any different right now. So I am trading on spaces all the time, just about every single day, and live stream twice a week as well. So my general schedule, for those interested, my general schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, I do live trading all morning behind the Wolf Financial account. Wednesday and Friday, I am on here on this for the first couple hours, and then out throughout the day I have other shows, other things that I do, but nothing nothing really too crazy. But yeah, every single morning I'm live trading somewhere between spaces in here, and then all day every day, of course, in Discord I'm also over there trading always. Boy, I was worried about this being a slow day. I like this look here. I really do for higher. I think we go trade that 400, 420, 430 area. I really do. I'm trying to look around for like confluence of anything right now. I'm just not finding it. Like I said, we have bullish structure. We're over pre-market highs. We should push higher. I have a lot of overhead resistance up here. A lot. I really want to get to this. There's SPY's almost there. We need to take out that IB. I mean, if you're looking for a scalp, I think you take the long here and you shoot for this. You at least shoot for this IB break. That's that IB break's gonna happen 80-something% of the time. I really want to try a long. Where's it? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try long. I'm gonna try long right here. Where's my? All right, hold on. My average is actually right there. A little bit late entry. Here, you know what? I can do this right here. Where is There's my X handle right there on the screen. All right, guys, I am trying this long here. I'll add a little bit here and I'll stop out down here. 315 to 310 is where I like it a little bit better, but 320 is where I want to get kind of started here. Yes, yes, yes. I like what SPY is doing. We're right on pre-market highs here. That's kind of my thought process, and we should break this IB high. Boom. Okay, I took a little ad there. My 325 is my average. There we go. Finally got a trade. All right, we're long. I wish I could make that like clickable right there. Appreciate that. That's me though, right there. I think this is gonna go, guys. Let's see. Oh. Hang in there, hang in there. Come on, SPY, come up here. Let's go to that 600. Oh. There we go. There we go. I like where it's holding. I like where it's holding. I mean, J-Hawk, I feel like the rubber band is pulled back and needs to like snap back a little bit. That's what I feel like is happening here. All right, we're up about 20 points. First trim, let's do it. Yeah, let's take a first trim here. 25 points, first trim. I'm going to take a little bit off. De-risk the trade, de-risk the trade. I'm going to keep my original risk on the stop. Yeah, right in there. Honestly, I could move the stop up to like 309 if I wanted to, but 25 points, lock it in. That means essentially we're only risking, instead of 25-point risk, it's what, 2/3 of that, whatever math you want to do there. 16-point risk now. On the trade with what we have, but we are up 20 points or so. I don't know how my average ended up being right at 325. All right, send it. Send it. Let's take a look at the screener. The gap fill is going to be bearish, but we didn't fill, or YM filled, but we haven't broke anything on the orb. We need to break that to the upside. IB needs to break to the upside. Ooh, YM broke it. And then look at this. Bullish, 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 bullish. A lot of bullish there. A lot of bullish there that first hour. That's our confluence that we're going to try to get up in this area, right? We're not going to look for a whole lot. Keep your eyes on this right here for SPY. Keep your eyes there. Keep them filled. I like what we're doing here, guys. We just got to get through this. We just get through this and get up into here again. Our second test, I think we can try it. Now, remember that IB stat. That's what I was going to do. I was going to pull up that IB stat. Initial balance. I started pulling it up and I forgot to go back to this. IB on QQQ. There's an 82% chance we're going to break one side or the other. 82. And look where we're at. We're up here at the top. We're really close to this. We should break this. We should break this, and that goes along with all the other bullish correlations that we have right now. I am going to move my stop up here to 308 now. Right in there. So my trade can be break even at worst. This says vengeful instead of edgeful. I think I know what you meant. Kind of like, hey, come with a vengeance into these trades. I actually like that. Maybe we should name something that. There we go. There we go. Nice move here. Let me hit that question in just a second. I want to manage this trade. I've got a resting order 369 to front run. 369 resting order. That's basically target 2. I have 3 targets on this trade, and then runners if they want to go up here into the 430 area. That's just icing on the cake. Bulk of the trade's coming off right here. I'm going to be out more than half. Did we hit 69? Oh, it did. Yeah. Okay. All right. How many points is that? Like 40 something points? All right, so I did get that chart. I'm glad I got that because I'm on like 4 different screens over here. I couldn't see it. I forgot I have my headphone in, like connected to this on this new setup. I didn't hear the order fill. I'm gonna have to fix that. I want to hear the order filled. Come on, take out that high bank. Boom, we called this. Here we go. Oh, boom, 50-point trade. Boom. There we go. 82% chance we just took it out. That's it right there. Boom. Now give me this push. Give me the last push. Squeeze this up here. Squeeze this up here. Come on, I want a 70-point trade here. 20 more points. Video new high. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Break even. I'm actually going to put it like 320, 319. 319. So I'm risking my 6 points on the rest. I'm out 2/3. I just managed this position. I'm out 2/3. All right, watch out for this rejection. SPY did hit that previous week low. Right there, too. Oh my God. Well, I mean, it's close enough, right? What, 2 pennies? Don't be greedy. Take your profits. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, push, push, push. Give us one last push. I want SPY to get that 600. I want SPY to hit this 600 up here. And I want QQQ to hit previous day high. Previous day high. Give it to me. This is previous day high on NQ, where this line is up here. That's the top of yesterday's org. Right there. Boom. Ooh, anybody take it with me? This is the best part about trading now, because my stop's in place, my orders are in place for the last trim up there, and I can lean back and relax. Bookmap showing mostly buying. Everything looks good. Nvidia's ripping to the upside. Broadcom breaking out new highs. Nice candle there. One of these other names gets going. We are golden. One of these other names to get going. Meta, is it going to be you? Maybe Meta pushes us over. AMD, big turnaround. That's not going to help us a ton, but there we go, Penny. There we go, Penny. 1 in Q, Jayhawk. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, me, I know you're in it. Plus, you've got those credit spreads that are just cooking theta right now on the downside or on the bottom side. I actually love that trade you took. We're almost there. We're almost there. Come on, we're almost there. I've got my last trim at 396. I'm going down to just runner size. It's gonna be a 70-point trade. Let's go. Let's go. We're almost there. Oh, come on. Push, 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 push. A little bit further. A little bit further. Right there. Look, that's where it's at. QQQ's got to take that out. SPY's right there too. Come on. One last push. One last push. In 3, 2, 1. Push. Come on, come on. One last push. Give us one last little pushy push. How close are we? I mean, come on. Like 4 more points? 4 more points, really? Now you want to pull back? Oh, Jayhawk, don't give me a hanging, man. I'll short if we get up here, maybe. Short like this. A lot of these chip names are popping. Broadcom's popping. AMD just turned around hard. Intel. Come on. We need one more little push. What's going to push us? Come on, Microsoft. Can it be you? Meta? Somebody give us a push. God, I'm curious. I'm looking at these screens over here too. Just see me looking all around. I've got from here to here. I've got an L-shaped desk. Hopefully I get this a little bit more consolidated. I bought a... Oh, hold on. We're almost there. I need some sound effects. Like, where... On Restream. Why don't we have any sound effects on Restream? Some sound effects. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Push. You got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Oh. How close are we? Oh my gosh. Really? We're gonna take this. Come on. Get out of my way here. What are we doing? I mean, that was 70 points. We couldn't get 71. Marvel's getting it too. I wonder if there's a headline around chips right now. All right, here it is. Come on. Full target. Oh, don't do that. Don't double top. That will be criminal. Oh my gosh, you're teasing me. I could take it off here to be safe, but Mama didn't raise no punk. I'm gonna move up stops to, there we go. Boom! 396. There it is, full target. All right, stops are all the way up. Hold on, let me alert everything here. How's that, guys? 70-point trade. Previous say hi, you're gonna slap it. I don't blame you. Look at that. I have runner size only now. I do want to, like, let me adjust this. My average is like 325.50, I think, something like that. I'm gonna go for this right here. Just on the runners, and my stop, it won't let me move my stop up above where my entry is. My stop is at 348. I could do 340, but it's runners only. I don't care if it gets stopped out 25 points in profit or whatever. What a trade. Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Boom. Hope everyone banked. We still have 10 minutes left on the stream, so we'll hang out and see what happens here. Did SPY hit the target? SPY still has 50 more cents. I like that for my runners. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on, push. Give me full target. Full target. Remember, guys, 82% chance we were going to come take out one side or the other. Everything was pointing towards that upper side. This is the exact opposite trade of yesterday. Same trade, opposite direction of yesterday. Yesterday, look at this IB yesterday. This was IB low. It looked like we were coming back down. Boom, and we shot all the way through it. And that played out nicely. Then I got long off of that. So we could almost take the exact same trade here. But we should not close red today. We should not look for any reversals anymore today. We broke the IB to the upside. We've broken previous day high on both SPY and QQQ. Now we can reject here and come back. I don't mind that trade idea at all. Reject 600 and come back on SPY. QQQ maybe right up in here, 520 area. All right, well, I just passed that other combine, by the way. It's going to add another funded account outside of my live account, hopefully. We are stopping right at previous day high. Homie, I'm not... I don't hate that short right here. Why is this not? There we go. I don't hate the short right here. Back to 372, back to 350. Don't hate that at all. Appreciate you, Options Grower. I appreciate everyone in the chat. I see several familiar faces in here that hang out each and every week on these live streams. It's great having you guys in here. What's your view on MDB? MDB, MongoDB? I would say I would have to ask my friend Shai and some of the guys that follow that tech space a little bit deeper than I do when it comes to MongoDB. I mean, look at this punishment it gave. This chart just looks gross. This looks like something I don't want to be a part of. I mean, I can see if you're long equity or leaps or something down here in this lower 200s, if it can get over this area, this 280s, 290s, I mean, you should get a nice move back up here into the mid 300s, 320s at least. I like the idea, the technical side of the trade a little bit, but I don't like this. I mean, what it was doing was nice, but if you're looking for a dip buy, maybe this is it. I don't know, just from a technical standpoint. I'd have to do a little bit more research into the company itself. That trade's playing out nicely for you. You took that short at previous day high. You took it, didn't you? Yeah. I just closed the rest of my trade here because I realized that I passed that combine. All right, well, my trade's over, but the idea is still there. My trade's over just because of the scenario I'm in with my main accounts being transferred. NVIDIA up $6 today, setting up to be yeah, but NVIDIA, what the hell do you do with NVIDIA right now? I mean, held the 200-day yesterday, back to the 50-day, 20-day right in the middle. What do you do with this? There's your volume shelf, 138. Ooh, I'm gonna chill. All right, we're coming right into 2 hours, but just remember, this was the biggest piece of this trade that I'm currently in. Biggest piece was looking to break the IB, test that previous day high. SPY had already broke it. So once again, here's SPY's look on what's in play. There we go. Bullish, 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 bullish. This is only bearish because it was a gap that we didn't go fill, and we're so far away from it. Not even considering it now. I see four bullish things right here on SPY. QQQ. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bullish, 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 bullish. What more do you want to trade in the right direction? How about that? Any final thoughts? Any final words on anything, guys? I mean, I can leave you guys with this. If previous day highs rejects, it comes back to, look at this, IB high. Remember what I drew out earlier? We were down here. Something like this. Another thing, I mean, if you reject here, bounce here, you do something like this, then exit stage left, right? Or play your shorts like Omni did. Right here, tight stop. The other spot is this 520 is going to be an interesting area. SPY, just keep watching. This is the big level. I don't really want to short, which rejecting right here, you see this rejection right here at previous days or previous week's range. This is the last week's low. Supposed to be probably Friday. I think it was probably Friday, either Monday or Friday, because in the middle of the week we were way up higher. But I still would like to see something like this. And it probably even does this, like that type of look. People are gonna look at this like a bull flag, and it's gonna like be a BS flag. Just a thought, just a thesis that we'll see if it plays out. But that's it, guys. I am right at the 2 hour mark. I am gonna roll off of here, and I'll be on Spaces, will be in Discord. Make sure you go to edgeful.com, check this thing out. I mean, just look how. We just printed 70-point longs. After missing the first trade I wanted to take, we printed 70-point longs because we went with the data and all the probabilities in our favor. Strong probabilities. Check out Wolf Financial too. Make sure you follow them. I am the voice behind the Spaces on Wolf Financial 95% of the time. We run live trading 2 to 3 times a week over there. Ton of other great content. I'm also Stocks on Spaces Power Hour every day. We will be live this afternoon. We're going live an hour before Power Hour, so whatever time that is for you. Was that like 2 Eastern, I think? We're going live on Stocks on Spaces. We have a ton of great minds coming on to talk about NVIDIA earnings. We're going to hit a couple of hours worth of analysts and thoughts going into NVIDIA earnings. Then we'll have reaction to the numbers, and then we'll actually play the full call on that space this afternoon. So Stocks on Spaces as well. Check that out. That's where I'll be the rest of the day, guys. Appreciate everyone that tuned in. Zero, Omi, Braden, Truth, Penny, Jayhawk was here. Who else was in here earlier? Options Grower, did I call you out? Appreciate you for sure. Bright Futures was in here earlier. Who else? What else do we have? Somebody was in here earlier at the beginning of the show. Gambling Bear. Gambling Bear was killing it this morning as well. Mad Producer was in here. Shout out to everyone that joined in. Appreciate it. I am so glad that we are able to do these streams for you guys. I enjoy it. It's fun for me. Hopefully it's entertaining and educational for you guys. Enjoyable. Hope everyone has a great and profitable rest of their day. And yeah, that's it. All right, guys. I'm going to close this out now. Appreciate everyone. We'll see you guys right here Friday morning. And hopefully the title will say Friday on Friday. So anyways, guys, take care. We'll see you around and definitely see you back right here, same spot, same time, Friday morning.